rest. Train my mind so I forget. Sink your teeth into my bones. Dig me out, then fill the hole. Tear me apart.
Hello everybody, Blood Heals here again. This is a new kind of video. It's not going to be a guide video on how to play junglers or anything like that, or gameplay video or a let's play or anything like that. This video is going to be a discussion video about anything. What I'm going to be doing is at the end of this, in the comment section of this video, leave me a comment of what you want me to discuss in the next video. It's going to be next week on Friday, so there's quite a bit of time. Just leave me a comment in the description of this video. If there's an annotation on the screen right here, that means that there's another video out, so you can go there and then leave a comment there. But starting with this video, I'm going to be talking about the Season 4 changes to the jungle, mostly to the jungler and to the support, but also to the ward game and the gold income and the flow of the game with the changes to the towers and to the dragon. But like I said before, anything that you want to hear discussed in this video, leave in the comment section below. I'll read out all the comments, and I'll talk about anything you guys want to talk about, real life or in game. So just leave me a comment down below, and I will see it, and I will make a discussion video about that. It won't be everything; it'll be one thing from each video comment. So if your video or if your comment or your discussion doesn't get made in the next video, leave it in the comments of that one, and I might get to it then. Or yeah, just if your topic doesn't get talked in the next video, just leave it as a comment of the next video, and it might be used then. But let's get into this, starting off with the jungle changes, the new jungle camp, the White Wraith camp. This is a very good implication. I like what they did with this, with the single Wraith camp, and it gives you quite a bit of gold at the beginning of the game. At 2 minutes, it gives you like 55 gold, which is a lot of gold for a jungler at that point. But it's not going to really increase the amount of gold that you get, not by much, because it's gonna, unless you're a jungler like Shyvana or a very fast clear jungler, you're not going to be able to clear all 4 camps without them respawning on you. So you're not going to be farming. You can farm the jungle really well now, but you're not going to be able to farm the jungle like crazy and get a lot of extra gold because of that. It's going to be mostly coming from the new changes to the jungler items and giving you more gold. But the new Wraith camp is really good. It's on its own. It is called the White Wraith camp. I don't know. But yeah, it's on its own. It's just one Wraith. You kill that, and then it's right next to blue buff. And the fact that it is on blue side of the jungle is really, really good, because we've been lacking ever since Season 1, I believe, a second small creep camp on blue side of the map. So if you're farming if you like to farm the jungle a lot like me, you'll get stuck in the situation where you're on blue side of the jungle, or you want to be on blue side of the jungle more, but you don't want to sit around and do nothing. You don't want to just farm wolves and then just sit there and do nothing. You will want to go to wraiths, and then you'll be on the opposite side of the map, and if you need to respond to something, you can't do anything about it. So with the second small creep camp on the blue side, you'll be able to spend a lot more time on the blue side of the map if you need to, or if you don't want to spend time on the blue side of the map, you can spend time on the red side of the map with the 2 jungle creeps there. So yeah, that's a great change. I think it's going to help the jungler's positioning in Season 4 quite a bit. You'll be able to be where you need to be if you're good at the game and you know what you're doing, and you'll be able to position yourself accordingly. Moving on though with the item changes, starting off with the Wriggles Lantern, what they've changed with is they changed from attack damage to attack speed pretty much. They got rid of and also spell vamp. They got rid of the vampiric scepter from building into it, and they changed it into 2 daggers. So now you get increased attack speed with it, but you don't get the damage, and you also get 40% increased gold gain from neutral creeps, which I think that's really, really good. And I actually am thinking either that or Ancient Golem is going to be the most if you're farming the jungle a lot, it's going to be the most gold that you're going to be able to get from the jungle is one of those 2 items. But yeah, and also the ward with it is going to be a lot better with the new changes to the ward system, where you only can have 3 wards and also pink ward on the map at one time for each person, which I think that's really good, really good. It's going to be a great change for Regal's Lantern. I think that's actually going to be my favorite item now. It's either going to be that or it's going to stick with the Ancient Golem. But moving on to the Ancient Golem, you still have the health. It's reduced. They reduced the health to 350 instead of 500, which isn't it. Which is a nerf to the item a little bit, but the gold income and stuff like that is really well worth it. How it works is every 1.5 seconds you get a stack on the item, and then once you kill a large monster, which I believe that's like the large wraiths or the large wolf or the large wraith or blue buff or red buff. I'm not completely sure on that, but that's what I'm assuming. You will consume the stack and you'll gain that amount of gold with a maximum stacks of 30. So if every 30 or every it'd be 45 seconds, if you kill a large camp, you'll get 30 extra gold, which that's actually really good. You'll get quite a bit of gold income from that because it's pretty much 1 gold every 1.5 seconds if you can keep the keep the timer on it, like you keep killing a large creep camp every 45 seconds, which you will lose some uptime on that because of going back and also ganking and stuff like that. So you'll end up losing some. You won't be able to completely keep 1 gold every 1.5 seconds, but you'll get quite a bit of gold from that, which that would probably be my second item. They have, looks like, I'm not sure. I was going to say, it looks like they removed the CDR from it, but I'm not sure on that. I'm not 100% on that. And it also might change as well. Alright, moving on to the Spirit of the Ancient, or Spirit of the Elder Lizard, sorry. They have reduced the attack damage on it by 10, so it is now 25 instead of 35, and also they increased the damage of the passive on it, which is really good. So yeah. But the gold gain from this one is you get 30 gold, or you get, increased gold on kills and assists, which it doesn't say how much gold it is. Or it's 30 gold, sorry. You get 30 extra gold on kills and assists. And also you get 10 gold from large monsters. So I'm guessing that's blue buff and red buff. Maybe it's big wraith and big wolf. Not sure on that. But yeah, that's quite a bit of extra gold if you're a heavy gank jungler. Like if you're Shaco. But Shaco wouldn't be very good with the Elder Lizard. But yeah, like Vi could be good with it. Evelyn would be really good with it now as well. Like she used to be. She used to be really good with the Ancient Lizard with the extra damage, but that would be a really good item for her. Maybe Volibear. I'm just kind of thinking of champions that would be really good with that item. But yeah, that would be a really situational item, I think. I don't think you'd get that on every jungler, or most junglers. I'd say you'd want to go with the Regal's Lantern or Spirit of the Ancient Golem for most junglers, but that would be a very good item for gank heavy champions, and Hecarim, that'll be very good on him as well. So yeah, moving on to the last jungler specific item, the Spirit of the Spectral Wraith. It now has the gold passive on it is you get the 30 gold from champion kills and assists, and also epic monsters, which would be the Baron and the Dragon. And then you get 10 gold from large monsters, like the Spirit of the Elder Lizard. So pretty much the only difference between the bonus from that and the bonus from the other one is the 30 gold on epic monsters, which would be Dragon and Baron. So Spectral Wraith is going to be a lot better on Fiddlesticks, sorry. So he'll get the 30 extra gold from killing the dragons early or killing the Baron earlier. Or even Nunu as well. It might be a good item on him with a cooldown reduction in the AP. But that is it for the jungler items. Moving on to the support items. I'm going to go over these quite briefly because I'm not that big into support. But yeah, I figured I'd talk about the items since I'm talking about the gold generation of the jungler items. Starting off with the Philosopher's Pebble, it turns into the Philosopher's Stone. This item gives you it gives you 2 gold every time a minion next to you is killed. That doesn't mean it has to be last hit by your ADC. It could just be killed no matter what. So if you're next to a giant wave and that giant wave dies, by any means of not your last hitting it, you'll get a bunch of extra gold. But if you do last hit it, you'll get the normal amount of gold, but you just won't get that 2 extra gold from the Philosopher's Stone or Philosopher's Pebble. Philosopher's Stone gives you 4 gold, I believe, but yeah. Moving on past that to the... And also it does its normal stats as well as the gold generation. It's not just a gold generation item. Moving on to the Cage's Pick and also Cage's Lucky Pick, that Cage's Pick upgrades into the Cage's Lucky Pick. This item is now pretty much the old Mastery Pickpocket, but it gives you 4 gold, or gives you 2, I think, earlier, and then 4 once you upgrade it. And also it gives you gold per 5 generation as well, so you have constant generation. It's a lot less. It's like 2 gold, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% on that, but it's a lot less. And then also you get the Pickpocket Pickpocket ability. So you just auto attack. And if you don't know what the Pickpocket Mastery was or is, it when you auto attack an enemy champion, you get 2 gold or 4 gold, or depending on what item you have. And it has the internal cooldown of like a couple seconds. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, that is the changes to the Cage's Pick and Cage's Lucky Pick. Moving on to the I don't remember the name of the item. It is the Emblem of Valor item. The item name is the Relic Shield. That's what it upgrades into. But the emblem, what it does is when you twice per minute, you can auto attack and execute a minion that's around 200 health. It's 200 health or below, and it gives you the gold for the minion, and then it gives extra gold to gives a nearby champion extra gold for that, like more than the CS was worth. So you could kill a minion for your ADC, they get extra gold for it, and you get the gold as well. So that's twice every minute, so every 30 seconds, we could say, you'd be getting a last hit, is what would end up happening. So I'm thinking that's going to be not the best. You can't say it's going to be the best, because it's not going to be the best for every champion, but I like that one the most, I think, because you're going to be getting last hits, because I like playing junglers like supports like Thresh and Blitzcrank when I do have to support. So that's going to be really good on them, I think. So that's what I'm going to be building the most. So yeah. Moving past that, 'cause I don't know that much about supporting and stuff like that. Moving past that, we're going to go into the warding system, what they've changed with that. The difference is going to be, everyone's going to be able to buy a relic at the beginning of the game for free. It's not like you're not buy it. Everyone's going to get a relic. It's going to be its own item slot, so you're not going to worry about having full build and not being able to have this, but you'll be able to have it no matter what. There's 3 different ones. One's is a scan of a nearby area where you can clear invisible wards, because now the wards have changed, so they're not all invisible. You can kill invisible wards for a short period of time, so that's going to be really good for sweeping wards, because there's not very many ways to clear wards, because they've gotten rid of oracles now. The next one is going to be, it's just going to be a ward. You get a ward on a cooldown, that's going to be the most basic one that a lot of like mid laners and ADCs and maybe even mostly top lanes, will take. So everybody will be able to start out with a ward at level 1 if they want, for free. So then now moving on to the last item, it's like pretty much like Clairvoyance. I don't like it as much. It's on a short cooldown, but I don't like it as much as the other two. I definitely go for the ward one or the sweeping one, but the Clairvoyance can be useful in certain situations, like on maybe Nunu when you want to invade their blue buff really early. That'd be a good item to pick up, or someone that you're going to invade really early. But then again, the ward one seems just as good as the Clairvoyance one as well. But I guess you could Clairvoyance across into their red buff. But I don't know. It's very situational, I think, that someone would pick it up. Maybe you'd want it late game or something. I don't know. If you can think of a way to use it, go ahead and use it if you want. But yeah. After that, the changes to the wards. Every champion in the game can only have a maximum of 3 invisibility wards, or invisible wards, which will be invisible. And they can have 1 pink ward, which isn't invisible, but it has 5 health. And it reveals invisible, or stealth targets. Which you'll reveal stealth like twitches and stuff like that, just like it used to. And also it'll reveal wards. So that means so you can only have a maximum of 5 pink wards on the map if everybody on your team buys one. That's going to be lots of increased vision for the enemy team if everybody on the enemy team is warding, and also less vision for you, less guarantee that you are safe, and also they'll be able to clear your pink wards very, 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 very fast because of the fact that it's not invisible. But other than that, the fact of everyone only being able to have 3 wards and 1 pink ward, that means everyone's going to be after buying wards to increase the amount of vision. Otherwise, you're just going to have 3 wards on the map, and yeah, you're not going to have any vision at that point. But other than that, moving on to the how they've changed the scaling of the game and the gold income from dragon and towers, and also the levels of the jungle camp. What they've done is they've changed that the jungle creep level with the I can't think of the word now. The collective, the average, there we go, the average level of everybody in the game. And how it works is, if you leave golems up for, say, all game, they will always be level 1 until you kill them and then they spawn again. Then they'll be level 18 if everyone's level 18 at that point. Or they'll be level whatever the average level is. So the level increase kicks in when the creeps spawn, or when the camp spawns. But yeah, moving past that to the dragon, what they've done with that is they made it so the gold and XP increase as the game goes on. Even if you're 18, it'll keep increasing gold, I'm pretty sure. So that'll be a lot more valuable to secure every time it comes up. So that will make for some awesome dragon fights, I think, which will be really, really fun. I think that's a great great thing to put in the game. I like it. I like that change. Moving on to the scaling of the game, they've changed the leveling curve, so it's easier to level up later. Like from 10 to 18, it's a lot easier to get those levels. So if you're a support roaming around a lot, you'll still keep up with everyone else's level. And also junglers will be able to keep up in levels, which I think is really good, because then you won't have to farm as much to keep up in levels. You'll be able to gank a lot more, which I think is great, because I have that problem quite a bit, that I have to farm too much, otherwise I get really far behind in levels, which I think that's really, really good. But other than that, the towers, sorry. They've changed with the towers is people that are around the tower to kill it get 250 gold, and then everyone else gets only 100 gold, which is a really good change for the fact of trying to snowball games just by pushing objectives. So if the enemy team has like 3 outer towers on you, it's a lot easier to come back from that and get their outer towers. It'll be a lot easier to do that, which I think is a really good way to stop snowballing in the game. That's a really big problem, I guess. They don't really like the aspect of it, so they're trying to change that, which I think that's a good way to change that. Last change that I'm going to talk about is the change to the inhibitors. When you kill an inhibitor, instead of spawning super minions and increasing the health of your side lanes, or your other lanes other than the one that you took down, they only spawn super minions. So you don't have to worry, if someone takes your inhibitor, you don't have to worry about the other lanes pushing towards you constantly. And you can push them back, and they won't automatically push back towards you if they're not at a tower, or if they don't go and clear the wave. Which I think is actually a really, really good change. That will stop snowballing. If you get an inhibitor, you won't instantly lose the game. Well, you don't instantly lose the game now, but it'll be a lot easier to capitalize on a comeback, I'd say. But yeah, that is the end of the discussion of this video. If you like the video, go ahead and leave me a like. In the comment section below, tell me what you want to see in the next discussion video. It could be anything you want, real life, in game, something you want, I don't know, something you want to hear me discuss and have a discussion in the comments. If you have any comment about what I've discussed here today, if you want to talk in depth about the jungler changes and stuff like that, of what I think how the meta is going to shift or anything in the jungle, leave it in the comments. I will reply to you, I guarantee it, if you leave me a question in the comments. Also, leave what you want to hear in the next video. Other than that, go ahead and check out the channel for jungle guides and stuff and more discussion videos. And I have announced the winner of my 400 subscriber giveaway. I messaged you. I don't remember the name right now off the top of my head, but I've messaged you. So if you enter that giveaway, make sure you check your inbox and message me back, because at this point right now you haven't messaged me back. So yeah, go ahead and do that. I will get you your RP or game off of Steam, whatever you want. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to leave me what you want to hear in the next discussion video, and I'll see you guys next time.